I'm here to talk to you today about using custom printed items as part of your customer retention or your customer loyalty programs. Custom printed items have a proven track record in terms of maintaining relationships with existing customers and also in establishing new relationships with customers that you want to do business with. At a very basic level, they tell your customers who you are, what you do, and how to contact you. So when they're ready to make a purchase or when they're ready to take action, they will have your information readily available. In addition to that, they also provide ways to award, to recognize, to provide an incentive to customers to do business with your organization. Successful companies get about 80% of their business from about 20% of their customers, and this is known as the 80-20 rule. You've probably heard this term before. However, in terms of customer loyalty, we want to look at the 20% of customers who are giving us, positive buzz in the community. They're sending us referrals. They are coming back to us time after time for repeat business. We want to focus on those customers and enhance those relationships. However, we're finding, studies have shown that many companies are neglecting these loyal customers in pursuit of new customers. So we're not seeing the forest for the trees as entrepreneurs or as business owners or as managers. We're pursuing new business, which is what we're supposed to do. However, we're also neglecting the customers that are contributing to our overall success. Studies are showing that 7 out of 10 customers are lost because of indifference. A competitor made them feel more important. And of course, we don't want to do this on purpose. We're not doing it on purpose. We're taking our loyal customers for granted, and we're losing about 7 out of 10. That's a huge number. The cost associated with attracting a new customer is typically more than the cost associated with maintaining relationships with existing customers. And it makes sense because your existing customers know who you are. They've done business with you. The trust level is there. They know that you can deliver. So it's going to be a lot easier to sell them, for example, an add-on product or maybe a cross-sell, something that's related to what they've already purchased from you. It's going to be a lot easier to sell them than actually going out and trying to get a new customer. You've worked hard to maintain the relationships or to establish the relationship with your existing customers. Why not work to keep that relationship going? Custom printed items will give you a great way to cement or to firm up on that relationship. And here is just a visual representation of the 7 out of 10 customers that are lost due to inactivity. That blue area is pretty significant, so we want to focus on making that a smaller number. And here are some of the ways that we've looked at that will help you to maintain customer loyalty. The first one is has to do with communication, whether it's through direct mail, phone, fax, email, social media. This is the simplest way to maintain customer loyalty, regular communication. And we have products, custom printed items that can be included in any of these bullet points. For example, we have items that fit very nicely into the number 10 standard envelope that would be a great addition to your direct mail campaign. Including a custom printed item, a very simple custom printed item in a direct mail piece won't necessarily add a lot to your your cost for mailing because they don't weigh that much, but they will go a long way towards providing some information that maybe your customers need, or just to say thank you for your business, we appreciate it, how can we help you in the future. Enhancing customer service, whether it's on the phone or in person. Enhancing customer service, providing, thinking of ways that you can make that customer experience better, is going to go a long way as well. And we also have items that can help your customer service staff to meet the mark that you've meet the mark or the goals that you've established for them. So whether it's a sales aid or whether it's a reference that can be hung in their work area that can help them and provide some knowledge, we have those items as well. Expanding product knowledge. A knowledgeable sales force, a knowledgeable customer service team is going to go a long way toward enhancing your customer experience. Allowing human interaction. A lot of times when you have a problem and you need to contact a company, you get on the phone, you call, and you have to go through several layers or levels of voicemail before you can get to a human. That's not good. Technology is great. However, if it's going to impede or provide a barrier to being able to get your question answered or to interact with a human, that's not good. So you might want to look at your technology and how it's being utilized, to make sure that you're not setting up barriers. Don't make promises you can't keep. If you can't deliver on a certain date, don't say that you're going to deliver on a certain date. And if, things happen, things change on a daily basis, keep your customers in the loop. Keep them informed as to what changes are going to affect their purchase. Encourage employee loyalty. If your employees are loyal, if they're happy, if they're satisfied, that's going to exude to your customers. That's going to translate over to their interaction with your customers. On the flip side, if they're miserable, if they're unhappy, they're stressed out, they don't know what's going on with the company, they're not knowledgeable about the products and services you offer, that's also going to translate to your customers or exude to your customers. Invest in training. So there again, going back to your employees and saying, looking at employees, getting feedback from them, finding out, are they knowledgeable? Do they know what they're doing? Do they feel confident? And if not, investing in the training that's needed to get them to where they need to be. Following up after each sale. Whether you're using a survey or personal phone calls, following up after the sale can also helps to give you feedback from the customer that lets you know whether your products and services are meeting their expectations. Also, last but not least, if you don't have a customer retention or customer relations program, you need to implement one, and it doesn't have to be anything elaborate, but something needs to be put in place. Some system should be in place to let you know how you're doing with your customers, and also a system needs to be in place to let your customers know that you appreciate their business. Program elements. Each customer relationship or customer loyalty program should provide regular communication, and that's two-way communication. So you're getting information from your customers, you're also providing information to your customers to let them know that they're appreciated. This can take the shape of awards, recognition programs, contest prizes, reward programs, gifts for meeting predefined criteria. And all of this is going to be tailored to your organization, to the needs of your particular organization. But the main thing is providing regular communication. And here are some of the items that we can help with. In terms of recognition, we can provide you with apparel items, thank you gifts. We can provide you, instead of, say for instance, putting your logo on an item, you may want to engrave the name of the recipient of an award. If you're going to give out an award for various things, providing engraved gifts, crystal gifts, plaques, premium food baskets, and there are also other kinds of baskets that can be given out that don't maybe include food, things that are specific to various organizations and various customer targets. Contest prizes and incentives. We have branded gift cards, music downloads, point cards, coupons and discounts. All of those items can be branded with your logo. But there are things that you want to put your logo on, and then there are times when you want to put things on your gifts that are more personal for the recipient. So we can help you with all of those elements. And this is the end of our presentation. We hope that you will contact us. Thank you so much for looking at our presentation, and have a great day.